Hello, my little sparks. Namaste. Welcome to chapter 2 of The Secret Door to Success by Florence Scovel. So in this chapter, it's entitled Bricks Without Straw. Do I look tired? Because I am. So don't mind the bags. So this follows the book of Exodus, more specifically, the fifth chapter? Yes, fifth chapter of book of Exodus, verse 18. So this part of the book of Exodus talks about the children of Israel bonded to Pharaoh, like the slaves of Pharaoh, and they have to make bricks, and they make the bricks out of straw, right? So while they were doing this, Moses and Aaron go to Pharaoh, and they're like, let my people go. And Pharaoh's like, And he said that he said that because Aaron and Moses went to him and demanded that he let all of the people go, he told them, well, you know what? I'm just going to make their tasks a lot harder. And he decided, I'm just going to cut off the supply of straw. And he told his officers to go out and talk to the people. And, the officers told the people that the straw supply is going to be cut off. They have to find their own straw. But their quota of bricks would not change. They would have to continue making the same amount of bricks, but they would have to go and hunt for their own straw. So the people who could not find enough straw to meet their quota of bricks were injured. I'm not going to say it, but they were injured. And suddenly, when it came to the people of Israel, God spoke and said, go ahead and make bricks, even though you have no straw supply, because you shall deliver your quota. Basically, that's about accomplishing the impossible. When it comes to God, nothing is impossible. Impossible doesn't exist. You know why? Because if it exists up here, it exists. You can think of the craziest thing ever. Like you can think of like an elephant body with a mouse head and a pig tail and crow feet, and eventually it'll come to you. Probably not a live one, but maybe a stuffed one. Maybe you'll see a painting of one. Yeah. Nothing is impossible for God. Author Agnes Lawson says, the life in Egypt under foreign oppression. You have to excuse my voice. I woke up this morning with a sore throat. My daughter is sick. And I caught it from her, mostly because I kissed her goodnight. Now I'm sick. So luckily no one kisses me, so I won't have to pass it on to anybody. Or no one else kisses me. The only person I kiss in this house is my daughter. So she says the life in Egypt under foreign oppression is a symbol of man under the hard taskmasters of destructive thinking, pride, fear, resentment, and ill will. So the people, if you look at it, the people of Israel is us, mankind, mankind. And the officers and the Pharaoh represent destructive thinking, pride, fear, resentment, and ill will. She said the deliverance under Moses is the freedom man gains from the taskmasters as he learns the law of life. So you remember at one point, Pharaoh let the people go, and they wandered where? To the promised land. Promised land is what? Your desired reality. And what happened? Parting of the Red Sea. The Red Sea was a negative block on the path to your desired reality. And what did Moses do? That's what positive thinking and love and joy and gratitude does. That is Moses embodied, because Moses parted the Red Sea for everyone to walk through. She says, for we can never come under grace except we first know the law. The law must be made known in order to be fulfilled. So when people say the fear of God or God-fearing, they're actually talking about karmic law. Okay? Yeah, you're afraid of karma. You're afraid of the law, because what you give out, you get back. But the fear of the law brings wisdom. And think of karma as a boomerang. You take the boomerang and you throw it, and it goes and it comes back and hits you, right? The same thing with karma. You know, when you throw the boomerang, it doesn't hurt. But when it hits you, man, that hurts. And that's why they say with karma, what you give out, you get back threefold or tenfold. Okay? What you get back is worse. Just like the story of my oldest daughter's father, he put his hands on another man in anger. He got his foot crushed by a lift gate as karma. So she also says that Pharaoh's hard heart had physically hardened his heart. Okay. My twin flame is a doctor. And I'm going to laugh my way through this because and the condition is called atheroma, which calcium collects in the heart walls, hardening it, and narrowing the vessels of the heart. So that narrowing of the vessels restricts blood flow and causes a mental change, which is restriction and a dread of enterprise. I can just see my twin flame watching this like, I'm not going to say anything. So she says, your doubts and fears keep you in slavery. Okay? Your doubts and fears keep you in slavery, and everything seems hopeless. So this story of the Pharaoh and Moses and Aaron is basically the story of dreaming about the impossible and being set free, right? Having faith, having perfect faith in your dream reality. She says God makes a way where there is none. Okay? And this goes back to go ahead and make bricks, even though you have no straw supply, but you shall deliver your quota. God makes a way. I mean, you've heard, if it's God's will, it will happen. Yeah, he'll make a way. God works in mysterious ways. Nothing is impossible for God. She says, the reasoning mind and intellect takes the throne of Pharaoh in your consciousness. Okay? Your intellect, your reasoning mind is like Pharaoh. It says it can't be done, what's the use? So if you look at Pharaoh, look how mean he was. Okay? Restriction. You cannot have any straw. Okay? So, an affirmation that can be used here is, the unexpected happens. My seemingly impossible good now comes to pass. So nothing is impossible for God. If you can think it, God can make it. If you can think it, God can make it. Good or bad. So if you focus on the negative, you're going to get the negative, because you're telling God, yes, I want all of these bad things to happen to me. Okay? She says, think about truly being free from the Pharaoh of oppression. Imagine yourself in the position of these people of Israel that were enslaved under Pharaoh. Okay? Now imagine yourself in their position, and then imagine yourself being free and walking free. Okay? That is, it says to have the idea of security, health, happiness, and abundance established in the subconscious would mean a life free from all limitation. So that limitation is your oppression. Okay? Security, health, happiness, and abundance. That is what you need to fill your subconscious with in order to be free from oppression. It would be the kingdom where all things are automatically added to us. So the kingdom where all things are automatically added to us is our divine reality. Everything that is ours that we want is in the 4D. We have everything we've ever wanted in the 4D. Okay? And that is where our good in the 3D comes from. That warehouse, that kingdom in the sky. Remember I was talking about everyone has a personal warehouse on the other side of everything they've ever wanted? Yeah. So she says life itself is vibration. Life itself is energy. And like attracts like. Again, it goes back to manifestation. Depending on where your vibration is what you're going to attract. The higher your vibration, the more you're going to attract things from your desired reality. The lower your vibration, the more you're going to attract negativity into your life. She gave an example about log cutters back in the day, because this was from like the early 1900s. They're like the log cutters, they cut down the trees. And I'm sure you've seen pictures of that, of like logs floating down the river to the log cutting place. So she says, think about logs floating down the river nicely, smoothly, right? And then one log.
Bobby, a boga is ready.
Yeah,
let's catch it.
Okay. One log comes and goes all wonky, right? And it causes all of the logs to jam. And it's just a backlog, like a traffic jam. Okay? That log is called a kingpin. And when you think about that, you have to think, what is your kingpin? What is holding all of your good back? What is it keeping? What is it keeping from flowing into your life effortlessly? Okay, is it resentment? Is it anger? Is it limiting beliefs? What is your kingpin? What is preventing those logs of abundance and joy and love? What is preventing that from flowing easily into your life? And she says the more stuck your kingpin is, the more of that is attracted to you. So let's say your kingpin is anger. The more stuck that kingpin of anger is, the more things you're going to attract into your life that make you angry. Okay? Whatever that kingpin happens to be. And that's why it's so important to do a self-inventory, because you need to find out what the kingpin is. If you don't know what it is, you need to find out what it is. I know what my kingpin was. It was anger, because of the way my life had gone. Resentment. I was a total bitch. Okay? I was passive aggressive. I was sarcastic. I go on Facebook and it says like, you have memories, from this day. And it's like a year ago, 4 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever, right? And I look back on my posts I did, And I just read them and I shake my head because they were so negative and so angry, you know? And I look at them now and I just shake my head because I'm like, that's terrible that my mindset was there, you know? Because I was drinking, the alcohol pushed all of those negative things down. I did not give myself a chance to work through it. But once I stopped drinking, okay, once I stopped drinking, I had to deal with it. I had to go into recovery mode. Okay. And I had to recover not only from the alcohol use, but from all of the negativity. I had to face it, face your fears. I had to face everything, and I had to work through it. And I've had my tower moments, and I've had my spiritual awakening, and it was hard. It was emotional. And then I met my twin flame. And then that was another thing, okay? I have never cried so much over someone I haven't even been in a relationship with than all of the relationships I hadn't had. Okay? I mean, well, with my twin flame, yes, I've cried over him. I cried because I was upset with him. I cried because I was happy. I cried because he was hurting. It's emotional. It's a very emotional journey, and it's not for everybody. It's for those who can handle it emotionally. And obviously that's why God put me through what he did, my life, so it could prepare me, not just for my spiritual journey, but for union with my twin flame, because it's intense and it is emotional. So anyhow, that's it for chapter 2. Tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm going to do, looking at my schedule, I can't see it from here because I'm blind, but tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm doing another tarot reading tomorrow, and I'm doing chapter 3. No, yes, chapter 3. Of The Secret Road to Success.
It's not working.
By Florence Scovel. So thank you for stopping by. My Patreon is down below. That contains my life story if you want to see it. I have my email and messenger down below if you want to let me know what you want me to cover. If you want a personal reading, I can do that as well.
It's not working.
If you want me to create a birth chart for you, your birth chart for you, I can do that. I can do a numerology chart for you. So my contact information is down below. Also, my Amazon wish list, PayPal, and CashApp. If you would like to donate to my channel, I would very much appreciate it. Otherwise, I love all of you. I'm grateful for all of you. You are all family now. So, sorry, my voice is going. Have a happy 10/10. Make it your best day. Make sure you manifest, and manifest with love, joy, and gratitude. Okay? Thanks for being here, and I will see you next time.